All right, Lawrence, your top 3 surprises.
All right, a little bit of the same. Pick the Saints number 3. We've always at least recently, we've been knowing them for offense, but their defense has been stepping up, and the fact that they're undefeated, and Drew Brees has had bad games, and they're still winning. So that's been the third biggest surprise. Second biggest surprise, of course, are the Bengals. They're no longer the Bungles. They're actually pretty balanced. They have a run game, pass game, and they play pretty well on defense. And they're undefeated in their division, and they're about to sweep it this weekend. And then the biggest surprise, I gotta go with my squad, or at least a player on my squad, is Vernon Davis. He's leading all tight ends in receiving touchdowns with 8, and he's only 1 touchdown behind the current league leader, which is Fitzgerald, who has 9. So I mean that surprised me. That's the biggest surprise to me after the whole fiasco with Coach Singletary last year, that he stepped his game up, and he's doing pretty well.
All right, Mom.
Dave Liverpool can do it.
My surprises. I got to start at number 3. I gotta go with Cedric Benson. That's the way he was. Pretty much blackballed out of Chicago.
Yeah.
The guy, when he got out there, he seemed to blame everybody but himself for his mistakes. But the guy sacked up, turned his life around, and now he's playing like the way people thought he would play when he came out of Texas. He's hurt now, but I think he's been one of the key reasons why the Bengals turned it around. I wouldn't put the Bengals in my top 3 because, if you remember, before the season started, I told everybody he's going to make the playoffs, so I'm not surprised.
We didn't expect them to sweep the division, though.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to do that either, but I told everybody before the season started they were going to the playoffs. My number 2 team is the Colts. With all the changes they made, Dudley leaving, new coordinators, new everything else.
Marvin Harrison.
A lot of changes on the defense. Well, Harrison didn't really play much last year either.
Yeah,
and I didn't think this team would. I mean, I thought they'd still be a playoff team, but I thought they would be a team that would sneak in, pretty much just on Peyton Manning's arms. And you can say arguably the best team in the NFL. I'm surprised at how well they're playing. I really didn't think they could have this type of season they're having. And my number 1 surprise, this will make Derek happy, is Brett Favre. I thought he was washed up. I didn't think he would be able to just manage the ball. I thought he was too much of a gunslinger. I didn't think he would be able to handle the role of just dealing with the ball with Peterson. And he flourished. He's probably having maybe his best season. I still don't think they get the ball to Peterson enough though, but that's not his fault. That's more on the coaching staff. They still throw it around too much. But I got to give Brett Favre his credit. He's having one hell of a year, and I'm amazed at his age and what he's able to still do. Any other surprises anybody want to throw in the last second?
Not really. Well, I would say that NFL as a whole, just the way the season started, is like there's no team that you could really count on. The teams that should win are losing, and I think overall a lot of people are disappointed with the NFC East, how Jekyll and Hyde that division is. But I mean, overall for me, it's just the way some of the games have been. Teams that you expect to win, aren't showing up.
No surprise, Ricky's. Nobody, come into the league, kind of, took the league by storm.
Well, only one that's really on my radar. I haven't really paid too much attention, but of course, Percy Harvin, he's been a beast.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I thought he'd be too small. I thought he'd be okay, kick returner and punt returner, but I didn't think he would be able to be a decent receiver. I didn't think he would be able to fit in that role.
Yeah, Percy Harvin, Jeremy Maclin, and then of course I got to throw in Crabtree. I didn't think he would be able to make that much of an impact,
especially missing all the time. Yeah,
I didn't think he'd even play.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Congrats, that worked out. Surprise is, even though their record doesn't reflect it, I like how how Mike Singletary's been performing. I hope he doesn't perform against the Cardinals, but I like if the Niners were to make the playoffs.
Number though, they see now your number though.
Yeah, if he were to make the playoffs, I'd say he'd be a good candidate for Coach of the Year. I like the direction in which he's taking the team, and I think he'll make a great coach. I think that a lot of teams that passed him over, I'm not gonna say any names, the Browns twice. They're gonna regret that.
All right. Well, now we're gonna take a break, and we come back. We're gonna do a quick few minutes talk about the Cavs and talk about do kind of weekend review. Just give our thoughts about the Cavs and what direction they're going.